So, harvest gypsies.
Dark, sorrowful, and mysterious.
Just like its title. Spooky. Reminds me of a corn maze.
More like a graveyard.
Let's read the prompt, guys.
Oh, I have it right here. How does Steinbeck build sympathy for the plight of those living in migrant camps? Referring to the text for specific details, in an essay of 300 words, analyze how the plight of the workers is shaped and refined over the course of the passage.
The author, Steinbeck, sounds so familiar. Didn't he also write The Grapes of Wrath?
Yeah, you can see the similarities in the style too.
How so?
I mean, look at his descriptions. He makes it sound so sorrowful by using specific examples of diction. Look here, it states, "The drive that makes for cleanliness has been drained out of her, and she hasn't the energy. The husband was a sharecropper once, but he couldn't make it go." After reading this, I feel so sympathetic towards the characters.
But Steinbeck doesn't have enough credibility for me to believe what he's saying.
Really? Look at how the father reacts to the death of his son. It says, "He will not look directly at you, for that requires will, and will needs strength. He's a bad field worker for the same reason."
You have a point. If he wasn't there to witness it for himself, he definitely would not have known about the poor, for say, sleeping conditions and the sanitary conditions. And yeah, it was just really terrible in general.
But he doesn't even include names. How are we supposed to be certain that Steinbeck is credible in his works? He can be exaggerating and toy with our feelings for all we know.
I mean, I guess it shows how anyone can be in that situation at any given time. I mean, what was going on in America at that time?
I did some research on that. Steinbeck wrote this piece during the Great Depression, which was a time where American families and individuals struggled to support themselves financially.
Well, I guess he wanted to give everyone an insight into the troubles that many families faced. Their struggles back then differ from the struggles we face right now. For instance, today we struggle with fashion trends, whereas in Harvest Gypsies, those poor families are just fighting to survive.
Hey, my video games are what keep me alive.
Along with food, water, and shelter. They didn't even have access to what we see in grocery stores every day. It states, "They know pretty well that it was a diet of fresh fruit, beans, and little else that caused his death."
That's definitely a poor and non-nutritious diet.
Seeing their everyday struggle just to put food on the table is definitely worth sympathizing about. But don't you find the constant dullness a little bit scary?
How is it scary?
It's like they're zombies.
What's your point?
Well, Steinbeck describes a sullenness that makes them taciturn. The grieving parents are so sad about their dead child that they can barely talk. They've been sucked really far into this depression, making the readers more sympathetic to them.
Oh, okay, now I get your point. He not only writes about the death of the little boy, but also the scarring after effects.
And this fits right into the prompt, how he continues and develops the plight of the workers.
I felt really bad for the characters when I learned that they used to have a little grocery store, but it had to be abandoned because of the drought. It states, "When the drought set in, there was no trade for the store anymore."
By using this specific structure, we can understand that the family used to be doing well, but is now struggling. It's a very effective strategy to evoke sympathy.
Oh, my mom needs me to go pick up groceries.
I gotta go.